Okay, welcome back to Bounce Around Charleston. You just saw a wonderful St. Baldrick's piece about pediatric cancer, and now we're going to talk about becoming a donor for, like, we have children that also need kidneys. And I have here with me Eric Elliot, Charlene Barbeau, and Mary Ashley Barbeau.
Yeah.
And they're here to tell us about how you can help and you can become a donor. Welcome to Bounce Around Charleston.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, Eric, tell us why we're here today.
Wow, I mean, it's a great story. You know, we have a friend that also said to us, he said, community development comes before business development. And we put out a post because we, on social media, and we said we wanted to be able to help, you know, a charity, an organization, a person, and we put it out on Facebook, and we had a response. It was Charlene's husband, Chip Barbeau, and he said, I don't want to be selfish, but what I want to do is just kind of tell you about my own personal charity, which is his daughter, Mary Ashley Barbeau. And Chip started sharing the story with me. I called him later that night, and he told me exactly, you know, what was going on, all the things that they had been through from when they had a donor, when Mary Ashley was 1 year old. And we said, as a team, we wanted to get involved. So I asked all the members of our staff, we said, can we help? And even to this day, they are 100% involved. And so we contacted the Barbeaus and said, can we help share your story? I think it was kind of surreal for them, but even to today, or the Saturday text when she tells me when folks go and get, you know, tested to see if they're a donor, then that's how we're here. Okay. That's just how we're here now.
Okay, well, Charlie, give me the name of that.
She was born with congenital nephrotic syndrome, which means
congenital nephrotic syndrome.
Yes, sir.
And what does that do?
So basically, she was born with a kidney disease that caused her kidneys to fail pretty early in life. She was fortunate; she had a kidney transplant when she was about 20 months old, and started improving. You know, had basically lived for the first 2 years of her life in the hospital, off and on, but started doing so much better. We started seeing her have a great quality of life and her meet all those goals we weren't sure she would be here for or be able to do, and she just blew us away with it all.
Okay.
Then about 4.5 years ago, she had a surgery, and it did not go very well. It caused her to go into rejection, and she lost that kidney, basically lost the function from that. So we have been in the process of trying to find her a matching kidney since then. So it's been about 4.5 years now. And because of her first transplant and numerous blood transfusions, she's built up very high antibody levels. So the test that they do to kind of look at finding a match for her basically says she's only a match for about 1% of the population.
Wow.
So it's like finding a needle in a haystack.
The true needle in a haystack.
Yeah. But we're going to find it.
We're going to find it.
Mr. Elliot here has been so great and is trying to help us. So we know that donors out there, and we have been blessed by so many people that have come out and been tested. We've had over 100 people tested for her, and he started doing his video, sending it out, and within the last week and a half, I've had over 30 phone calls of people willing to be tested, which is huge, and just totally lets you know that there are so many wonderful, good people in this world.
So Mary Ashley, you want people to come out and help you, don't you? Right? Yes. So Eric, you made a video.
Yeah, our team made a video for it, and when they did the video, it was all heart. It would mean from Chris Paul and Terry, and you know, I can't say enough. I can't say enough about what those guys have done in putting this together. They put their heart and souls into it, and they wanted to share his story, and we're just gracious that, you know, Chip and Mary Ashley actually shared their story with us in Michigan.
So this basically tells their story about Mary Ashley.
Absolutely, it does.
Okay, so we basically want the public to get involved and let them know that they need to see if they can be donors.
Absolutely.
And how important is that?
Well, it's everything to us, for sure, and not just her. There are other children out there waiting for kidneys too. There's actually over 100,000 people right now in our country waiting for kidneys.
You know, we always think about adults.
Right.
Yeah.
And we forget that children go through these things also.
Right, and it's not that common of a thing that you hear for children. So to think about dialysis and someone sitting on dialysis, you don't typically think about a child, and that is one of the big pieces of awareness that we want to promote. There are several kids right now that are in stage renal disease, waiting and hoping for a match to save them.
Okay, so what would you say to the public right now that they need to do?
I would say that there's a lot of good in the world. There's a lot of good in the world, and I think a lot of goodness is shining on Mary Ashley. There are a lot of things that they say that wouldn't happen for her right now that she's doing. And I would say to the public, just be a hero. I know there's one out there, and I just hope that they step up and they can find it in their hearts to do that.
Okay, what is contact information?
So you can go to several ways to get in touch with us. You can go to maryashley.org, and all of the information is on there. Our contact information is on there. There's also a web page, Help Mary Ashley. There is MUSC. You can call directly to their Living Donor Center, and that number is 843-792-4722. And they will be happy to talk to you, to answer questions. Me, my husband, we are happy to answer questions, talk to you, and we're so grateful to just can't even say thank you, because thank you is a really piddly kind of thing to say for such a big thing. But we appreciate it so much.
Okay.
Mary Ashley is now old enough that she tells me she's in dialysis every other day, and she's now telling me, Mom, I want a kidney, I want a kidney, I want to be able to do things. So.
Okay, so Mary Ashley, smile at that camera one more time. Look at that big smile, because you're ready for someone to help you, but they should become a living donor to help you get a kidney.
Can you tell them, can you say, please get tested to help me?
All right. Mary Ashley Barbeau said, please help me. So Eric Elliot, Charlene Barbeau, and Mary Ashley Barbeau, thank you for being on Bounce Around Charleston. And Eric, what is your information?
Well, you could go to veryimportantplacement.com to find out more information. We'll definitely link you to maryashley.org, or if you're on Facebook, go to Help Mary Ashley on Facebook. So it's not hard to find her at all.
Okay, you've heard it right here, right on Bounce Around Charleston. Help Mary Ashley Barbeau get a kidney. Okay, we'll be right back, because we want to talk about that hair, that natural hair. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after this break.